Hi, I'm John Yates, Chair of the Technology Group at the Atlanta law firm of Morse, Manning & Martin. The video you're getting ready to watch relates to export compliance in technology companies. Alex Woollcott, a partner in that group, is actively involved in this area. We hope you enjoy this presentation, and we look forward to having a chance to tell you more about it. Thanks. Alex, let me start out. How broad are the export laws, and why is compliance important for technology companies?
John, I'm excited to be here to talk with you about this topic because the importance of the export laws is growing, and they're very broad, and most companies don't realize how broad they are. And they apply not only to large companies that do a lot of actual exporting of their products, but they also apply to startup and growth companies. And that's something that's often misunderstood. Probably the reason why the export laws are so tricky is because of how broadly the term export is defined by the regulators. I'm going to give you some examples here of a software company, and let's assume for purposes of this example that this software company does not license its software to any parties outside of the United States. Now, in this hypothetical situation, the owners of this company might think they do no exporting, but in fact they very well may. And I'm going to give you some examples of behavior that would constitute an export for purposes of the laws. Number one, the software company uses developers in China or Brazil, somewhere outside of the United States. That's an export. Number two, the company has a subsidiary in Great Britain, and in the course of dealing with that subsidiary, it often exchanges copies of this software. That's an export, even if there are no sales outside of that subsidiary. A third example here, one of the product developers attends a trade show in Japan and has a conversation with someone at the trade show, a very detailed conversation about the specific nature of the product. That's an export too. And the last example I might give, because it's so common, is the software company allows a beta version of its software to be downloaded for free from the internet. That's an export as well.
So all those are basically what could be characterized as almost deemed exports then in your mind.
That's correct, and that in fact is a term used by the regulators. Deemed exports are actions that might not normally be considered as an export, that actually are deemed by the regulators in fact to be an export.
And the export laws apply in those situations too.
That's exactly right.